everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and in today's video I am going to be doing a full face of Chantecaille makeup. So I was connected to Chantecaille through Alicia, aka Kinky Sweat, and so they reached out to me and they offered to send me some of their products to try out. And so I already had some products, so I figured, why not give you all a full face of Chantecaille? So thank you so much to Chantecaille for sending such a generous package, and thank you Alicia for connecting us. So I'm excited to take you through the range of products that I have. I have a lot of things here ranging from cheek products to concealers to foundations as well as eye duos. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about the products as I'm using them. I have everything but lip products, and I just realized I didn't have any lip products right now. So everything else is Chantecaille. So if you all are interested in learning about how I did this look and my thoughts on these products, stay tuned and I'll talk to you guys about it and we can explore the brand together. Mwah! Enjoy. The first thing that we're doing is applying our foundation. This one is the Future Skin Foundation and I have the shade Sand. In comparison to my face in the jar, to me it looks a little bit dark, but I bet you it's going to work. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this foundation, put it on a dish, and then pick it up with my sponge and blend this out. Okay, so as you all see, this foundation is giving just a little bit of color to my skin. So I'm just going to blend that out. I know if I go up a shade, it's going to be too light. So this is pretty much where I need to live. This blends out nicely. It's giving a nice lightweight amount of coverage. I still see all of my skin, all of my imperfections through this. It's giving a little bit of radiance to it. It feels cooling to the touch. So I like the way it feels so far. It definitely is a gel foundation because I feel that slight bit of tackiness to it. It's very subtle, but I feel it. The sponge is blending this product out beautifully, but I probably could use less if I applied it with a brush. But because of the consistency of this foundation, I prefer it to be blended out with the sponge because I'll get the most flawless, radiant, even amount of coverage. This product layers up really easily, so I can tell that if I go overboard with this product, it would let me. I can continue to build it up and build it up and build it up and easily negate the entire purpose of this foundation, which is to have a very fresh type finish. So far, I think my skin looks very fresh, very radiant, and even in tone. I do still see a little bit of my imperfections peeking through, but I'm okay with that because I feel like my skin looks like skin. So this foundation says that it is an oil-free gel foundation with an ultra lightweight, refreshing texture. The buildable formula provides adjustable coverage while light reflecting pigments eases the appearance of imperfections for a naturally flawless finish, and this foundation was made in Japan. Next up, I have several shades of the concealer. I have 4C, 5, and 6 of the Real Skin Plus eye and face stick. So I'm going to take these and add a little bit of coverage to my skin. So these concealers state that they are an all-purpose concealer stick that leaves skin looking flawlessly natural. It is a lightweight, creamy formula that feels feather-light on the skin while offering true shade matching ability. Infused with hydrating raspberry stem cell extract and hibiscus extract for its anti-aging benefits. And this product is crafted in France. I'm going to take a look at these colors and see which one I want to use first. So 6 looks like it's a half shade darker than me. Okay, so I have 5, which is probably the one that I would go with for an everyday type highlight. And then 4C, which is a lighter shade than I am. So if I wanted to be a little bit more extra with my concealer and highlight, I would go in with that. But with shade 6, I could easily use this to spot conceal, you know, especially down here on my chin area where I do want a little bit more coverage, make it a little bit more flawless. I'm just going to take some of that around this area to cover up a little bit of that darkness. So that was 6. And I'm just going to blend that out with my sponge. See if that gives me a little bit more coverage. It does. Just a little bit. It's still a very lightweight type formulation. It doesn't feel like a gel like the foundation does. It definitely feels like a traditional cream concealer. With cream concealers, they often work best if you warm them up just a little bit on the back of your hands before you go directly on your face with them. So after I did that, I'm just taking a few swipes and applying that right underneath my eyes. I'm going to take a little bit right here on my chin and a little bit right here in between my brows. Okay, so I have a good amount of that applied, so I'm going to go in with my sponge again to blend this out. If you all are fans of cream concealers, that one was nice. It glided on really easily. It didn't really tug the skin. It has a nice consistency to it, and it's giving me a nice medium buildable amount of coverage. So now that I have that applied, I do want to go in with just a little bit of 4C right here on the inner part of my eye, just to get a little bit more coverage there and to slightly brighten it up. And let's carefully blend that out. So that looks really good, very fresh. So now I need to set that before I can move on. I have the Perfect Blur finishing powder, but as the name states, it is a finishing powder and not a setting powder. So I'm going to set my under eye using a setting powder, and then I'll go back later on with the finishing powder just to brighten it up. So for that, I'm going to reach outside of Chantecaille's range and use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So now, before I set my entire face, I do want to go into a liquid illuminator. This is their Face and Cheek Liquid Illuminator, and I have the shade Brilliance. So the velvety smooth and buildable Liquid Lumiere blends effortlessly to leave skin feeling moisturized and supple. It's a luxuriously lightweight highlighting fluid that instantly illuminates skin while delivering skincare benefits. So let's apply a little bit of this on the back of our hands. And you can also mix this in with your foundation if you wanted to have that little extra bit of radiance. So I'm going to take my sponge again and pounce this product. I'm going to pounce that right here. Ooh, pretty and radiant. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my all over setting powder that I typically use, my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. And I'll be right back and we can start on our eyes. So I zoomed you in. I already have down a little bit of eyeshadow. I went in with the Huda Beauty Nude Medium palette just for some matte eyeshadows through the crease. And I have quite a bit of duos from Chantecaille here. So I'm just looking through them to see which ones I want to use today. They're all very beautiful, dazzly, wet, dry eyeshadows. And this one is in the shade Kenya. The Lachrome Luxe Eye Duos are described as sensuous in feel and luxurious in application. The crease-free and ultra-blendable formula can be applied dry for a sheer wash of metallic radiance or dampened for a liquid metal effect. Offering true versatility and adjustable color, the duos can be used to create a variety of eye-catching looks ranging from dramatic to demure. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with Monte Carlo. Let's pick up the darker of the two shades in here, and I'm going to apply that on my lid using a flat shader brush. This one is a Reference 02. Okay, so this is really smooth. Oh, it's nice and shiny. I like. Very nice and velvety. It's blending out with little to no effort. I like that. So that's what it looks like dry. So now let's see what it looks like wet. Okay, so I am just going to carefully pack this on. Okay, that's a nice little boost from where we were. It gave a little bit more of a metallic feel, and I like that. It made it a little bit more dazzling. Pretty. So now I'm going to go into the lighter shade in the duo and pop that on the inner corner. Oh, that's so pretty. And I'm going to take that shade and wrap it around on the lower inner corner. So now I'm going to finish off the lower lash line with some matte eyeshadows. You can absolutely do your entire eye using the duos from Chantecaille, but for me personally, I like them better as accent colors to use in addition to matte eyeshadows that I have outside of here. So that looks really pretty. So now let me add on some eyeliner, and this one is the Le Stylo Ultra Slim Eyeliner in black. So this pen is super small and it was crafted to mirror a calligraphy pen, which I love because I'm all about precision. This perfectly calibrated tip allows for easy application with astonishing control and precision. It says that this formula is water resistant and long lasting, that delivers intense saturated color to the lash line instantly. So the tip of this is supposed to flow without tugging. So let's try it out. So let me go in literally with the tip. Okay. It is very pointed, and I bet you I could write my name using the tip of this if I wanted to. Now let me put on some mascara. This one is the Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara in the shade Black. So it says that this is a powerful lash peptide that helps enhance the appearance of natural lashes, the thickness and the fullness. The formula features the non-clumping double helix brush to comb and feather lashes for defined volume. It also has conditioning rose oil, and this was crafted in Italy. I don't know if I'm going to do some lashes or not, but here's what my mascara is looking like. Okay, it has a nice little lengthening effect to it, and I like that I can smell the roses in it. I'm always here for that. So now I want to brighten my under eye using the finishing powder by Chantecaille. And apparently this was a limited edition product that is no longer available. So the reason why I am using this is just to show you all how to use it if you have it. And I know a lot of people have been asking me questions about it, so I did want to go ahead and use it. And this is the Wayne Goss, the airbrush brush. So what I'm doing is just patting this powder, sweeping it essentially underneath my eyes just to brighten them just a little bit. And it's such a subtle powder, but it makes a beautiful difference. It softens the under eye, it brightens, it blurs, and it lifts, and it has a very beautiful golden luminescence to it. As you all can see, it does make a difference. It just really blurs like the name states, and I hope they bring this powder back because I think that it is just absolutely phenomenal. It is velvet in a powder form, with the powder, without the powder. And with finishing powders, it's important for me to let you all know that that is not a setting powder. It's just to finish the makeup. So over everything, just to soften things, you can take a powder like this one and just really blur it out. And I think that's what makes it so beautiful and magical. Okay, so I'm getting down to the last few products that I have, which are cheek products, because I actually don't even have a lip. Can you believe that? So let me go into the bronzer, and this one is the Real Bronze bronzer in the color Serena. I think this compact is just really cute. I like how it doesn't have just a traditional smooth surface. It's kind of raised in certain areas. I think that is really cool. So the description of this bronzer says that it is a sophisticated, finely milled gel powder bronzer that gives the face a glow that recreates a real sun-kissed effect with a natural finish. I'm using a Sonia G Classic cheek brush. Ooh. This one is the more natural of the two. They do have a deeper color than this one, but the deeper color looks a little bit more warm, and this one looks more neutral. So I'm just building this up. It just looks like a really nice natural type bronze. So I have the Radiant Chic Cheek Duo in the shade Coral, and I just think that this is just super cute, very beautiful. I was instantly drawn to it. So I'm going to take the highlighter from here and just really highlight the top of my cheeks. And I love wet dry formulas, and I feel like that is what Chantecaille gives effortlessly. So I love this gelée type formula because you know if you spray your brush, you can get it to be super intense, or if you want that really nice airbrush wet looking highlight that still looks sophisticated, you can go in with this. And then the bottom shade is a nice blush color, and I would use it, but I do want to go in with this. This is an aqua blush in the color Red Ginger. So this one is described as a cooling, water-charged sheer blush that gives cheeks a pop of color with a dewy, natural finish. So instantly refreshes on contact thanks to the high water content. It says to dot the blush directly onto cheeks and blend with fingertips or a brush for a natural finish, and it is crafted in Japan. So I'm going to follow the directions and just dot it. Oh, it does feel cool to the touch. And I'm just going to blend it out with my fingers. Oh, that's nice. And I really like this color. It's not as intense as it looks here, as you all can see. It just gives a nice flush. Very pretty, and it did not disturb my makeup. So now let me add some finishing touches to my makeup. Like I said, I don't have a lip from Chantecaille, and I'm just now realizing that. I thought I had a lip. I'm going to go ahead and add a lip product, and I'll be right back, and we can talk about my final thoughts about all of the products that I tried from Chantecaille. Oh wait, I actually had one more product that I didn't use. The brow gel. So let me go ahead and fluff my brows out. Okay. I love this applicator. It's nice and big, fits right in my brows. I love it. So this is my finished look. So I think that my look is really beautiful and classic, just like Chantecaille. I love the products that I used. I think that they are very nice, easy to use products. You can tell that they are all great quality. And you can tell this because they manufacture things in so many different places across the globe to make sure that they are getting the highest quality of everything that they are including in their brand. And they care about the conservation of animals. I think that that's really cool, and how they incorporate that into their makeup products. So let's talk about some of my favorite products that I used today. Hands down, I love this powder. So I'm so sorry because I know that this is a limited edition powder, but it is so beautiful. The Perfect Blur Finishing Powder is so smooth, it's so brightening, and it definitely does what the name states. So I'm here for that. I also really enjoy this bronzer as well as this cheek duo. I love the gelée formula. I feel like it's super soft, very radiant. It glides on. They blend out, they build up. Just beautiful. So I love both of these products. I definitely think that they are standout products. And if you are my complexion, definitely Serena works for you. And even if you are a little bit deeper than me, I think this shade will work for you as well. But if you get a little bit deeper than that, I would say hop onto the other shade that's a little bit more warm. I think that one will show better on your complexion. But the shade Coral in the Cheek Duo, that'll work for a variety of complexions. If you like that nice peachy, golden, highlighted type look for the top, and that really beautiful pop of coral at the bottom, it's just going to look beautiful on a range of skin tones. I think that overall, there's not a miss here. This is a very nice, understated brand, and I love how the family is so involved in it, and I love how they have a mission behind it as well. So I will have a link to where you all can purchase Chantecaille products down in the description box. And you all let me know if you've tried Chantecaille. What are some of your favorite products that you've tried from them? I am looking forward to trying more from the brand. Next on my list are their powder blushes, as well as their wet dry eyeshadows, the ones that are called like Lion and Rhino. I need to have those. But I look forward to reading what you guys have to say down in the comments section. And I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.